It is said to secure Nero's succession as the fifth emperor of Rome, his mother, Agrippina, discreetly assassinated her own husband. The mortal weapon? A handful of death cap mushrooms. Humans have clearly known about the toxicity of death caps for millennia. Yet these mushrooms continue to pose a significant threat to unsuspecting foragers and mushroom hunters throughout the world. Today, death caps are responsible for more than 90% of all mushroom-related deaths, killing upward of 100 people each year. So, what makes this one species of mushroom so dangerous? Despite their danger, death caps, known scientifically as Amanita phalloides, looks relatively unassuming. They emerge enclosed in a white egg-like membrane that ruptures, leaving a cup-like sac at the stem's base. Mature mushrooms are domed, with white and greenish-yellow caps measuring anywhere from 4 to 16 centimeters in width, and just half of a cap can contain enough toxin to kill an adult. Well, this cap produces several types of toxin, and one class, amtoxin, are by far the most dangerous. They are hardy compounds and not easily destroyed by cooking, freezing, or drying. And if ingested, amtoxin easily pass through the intestinal wall to enter the bloodstream and wreak havoc on multiple systems. Their main method of destruction is blocking the action of enzyme called RNA polymerase. These enzymes are essential to the body, as they allow the cell to build the protein they need to function. For example, amatoxin inhibit the production of blood clotting compounds, which can cause a person to bleed out. In the kidney, they slowly obstruct the body's ability to regulate fluids and to produce urine, but they're perhaps the most damaging to the liver. The liver is where waste products, including toxin, are filtered out of the blood, so amatoxin naturally accumulate. This toxin bombardment blocks the turnover of new proteins, causing these liver cells to die. Over time, this can lead to liver failure and eventually death. One puzzling death cap mystery that continues to elude scientists is understanding exactly what benefit poisonous toxins provide to the mushroom. Amatoxin are secondary metabolites, meaning they're not essential for mushroom growth or survival. And grazing rabbits, rodents, and humans are often highly effective mode of spore disposal for the mushroom species. So what's the evolutionary advantage of poisoning them? And amatoxin aren't exclusive to death caps. They are also produced by several other species of mushrooms, from the genera Gallina and Lapiota. Yet, unlike death caps, poisonous Gallina and Lapiota species cause relatively few human deaths. The reason for this is twofold. First, these Gallina and Lapiota mushrooms are quite distinguishable, whereas death caps, especially young ones, can easily be mistaken for other edible mushrooms, like straw mushrooms or puffballs. Further, death caps have a relatively large range. While native to Europe, they are now found on every continent except Antarctica. Death caps form close symbiotic relationship with European hardwoods and conifers. Throughout the 20th century, as these trees are planted in colonized regions around the world, death caps covertly tagged along. Thankfully, if a victim of death cap poisoning is properly treated soon after ingestion, up to 90% of patients will survive. Treatment doesn't require any sort of special antidote. A continuous aggressive IV drip is often enough to flush the toxin from the blood. However, not all doctors know how to properly treat or recognize death cap poisoning. Initial symptoms can look similar to other types of blood poisonings. To add to the confusion, because amatoxin builds up slowly in the liver, the most dire symptoms often don't appear until days after consumption. Despite growing medical knowledge, it's important that mushroom hunters throughout the world learn how to properly recognize and avoid this deadly species. So if you ever find yourself foraging, remember to be on guard, and when in doubt, it's always best to toss it out.